take you a little video. You can say this is part of a bit of a rework of the vine. I'd normally have my electrics with me. Just get that out of the way. If I cut through here, my blade's a little bit blunt too, but
yeah.
See the dye back in there?
Yeah.
From that. So you can see that's slowly affecting the whole trunk. So in theory, that'll dye back that far, maybe a bit more, but you've got good sap flow to this new one, newbie. And there's your two new canes. Hopefully I'll be able to wrap them down without breaking them.
That looks good.
But yeah, that's sometimes.
I think it's a great idea.
Sometimes that'll be really clean. The dieback's not as bad in the Chardonnay, but that's a good example of how a close cut is affecting your vine.
Yeah.
So you got to imagine what's the sap flow doing up here. If it's starting to, you've only got flow there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is still enough to get something happening up there, but it's not great. Anyway, that's an example of that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'll get the electrics and cut that off. I should wrap it for you while I'm here, shouldn't I? Let's do that. I picked a tricky one here because it's a bit high.
Just a little bit? So you're saying it should come from down a bit lower?
Maybe, but
you got to get it to bend.
They do like it to be a bit tighter in the crown, but
yeah.
I don't usually break too many. Famous last words. So I don't try and, their theory is you don't try and wrap too long, that you might only do 3 positions, which is 3 upwards, which is 1 there, 2, 3, and then if I want to be greedy I'll go 4, but ideally in there.
Is that not, that do you count that, that's not 1, this one, 1?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
And then a downward position.
Yep.
Which is there.
Yep.
And that will be you continue next year. So you got to suck it up this year and have a gap. That one will probably come only to here, so you got to suck it up and have that gap. So you're missing out on crop.
Yeah. Until
that one can make it.
So what you're saying is the idea is to fill up the whole wire.
Yep.
So then you're utilising everything. Well, you can't. Yeah. Okay.
And then if you set this up properly and you spur it properly, you should be able to spur it for 25, 35, 40 years.
Yeah.
You won't have to replace it. But we haven't pruned properly here. Can't follow your principles, but one sort of, or maybe not count that, 1, 2, 3. It should be there, but if you're having trouble wrapping it, go 1 more.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
I don't think it's the same. Everyone's got, roses are the same, where they come out with something new every, and everyone's got a different opinion about it.
This could be wrong.
Yeah.
But what I've seen, how they react down there in the Pinot, they really react strongly. There's your reworked vine.
It looks good. I can't believe how much actual dieback there is.
That was a real good example. I'll show you some up there that I've cut yesterday.
Yeah.
Chardonnay's this is not bad for dieback. Pinot's really bad. It dies back quickly.
Hmm.
See there, this is more of an example of like the rework on a second or third year. Seed's just leaning on the wire, do a tie there, that'll expand as it grows, probably need to be replaced. So there you've trained it up. 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and left room for a bit more. So you've left room for the dieback there. That one was dead. There's one that I've cut off, I can show you. But this is an example of, see the wire's full now? All filled up, pretty strong up here too. I don't know why it's a bit stronger, but we were probably in a bit of a wet patch where we were before. There's an example of one that's cut, but the dieback it's not really there. That's a good one actually.
Hmm.
So that's what we're trying to do. Here's one just,
And you call it reworks?
yeah, rework the vine here. So the example is you don't want to wrap around the wire anymore because that chokes it, and that's another giving yourself another dead spot stopping the sap. So the idea is to just lean it on the top. That'll get unwrapped there. And yeah. So you're giving it full run.
Who cut the wire?
I don't know, somebody. See, that one's not ideal. That's sort of following a bit underneath, but you've got to use it because you don't want to cut everything out. So sometimes you're not getting ideal positions. Some of them are a bit underneath. But it's not a perfect, not every vine's perfect. Here's another one. See how this dieback is. See? Pretty good.
Yeah.
But that would have been a... I'll go over there and cut another one off. It's quite interesting to cut. But I'm pretty happy with the way this is starting to look. It's starting to look pretty uniform. Maybe that one shouldn't be there. What have I left that there for? Probably left that there just for crop. It doesn't need to be there. So you got two.
I feel the same when I do roses. I go back over and go, why did I leave that?
Yeah, I'm always turning around behind me.
We'll focus on the one you're on.
No, that's probably a bit of a cluster. But yeah, I'm thinking of crop a bit.
So with your crop, do you compare it to other ones in the area, or?
A little bit, yeah. You want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Everyone had a reasonably good year last year.
Yeah.
Ours was okay. So what I normally do is I'll come along, take all this off. This side. Probably shouldn't have that facing there, should I? Take all this off.
Careful near the wires.
This is the original blade from this year. I think I've hit it once there.
Yeah.
Due to go and get a new blade to finish the season. I like a new blade to maybe another 2 blades for a year. So there, once we've got that out of the way, get our little cut a bit off here. Taking note that this is due to be replaced. It's a bit blunt, but I'll go here and see if there's much dieback up high. You can see there's a bit there.
It's not too bad though.
But not too bad
Yeah.
for Chardonnay. So if I go down another, let's do it again. Let's go down another bit and we'll see how far it's gone. So it's clean as a whistle.
Yeah.
So you can see how far the dieback affects. Not too bad. I'm happy with that.
So and then obviously this one's shot from there. It doesn't matter about this bit here. You don't have to technically take it down further.
No, not really. I can.
Just...
This will probably give me a clump of suckers, which I'll take off during the season, which are a pain.
Yeah.
But the sap will find that first port of call there.
Oh, okay, and then just shoot all the way.
Yeah, and I'll try and get rid of these in November, you know, October, November, or whatever, so it's not competing, so that can have it.
The end of winter when it starts.
But these will be rampant sort of before Christmas. So I've got to keep on top. Keep going up and down and... Yeah. Anyway. Put that down. And then you can finish your vine. Let's finish the vine off. So you can do one or two things here. You have a look at your arm, which is last year, and say, okay, well, it hasn't really given me great positioning up here, so I'm going a little bit against the principle there, but I'll take this off to make it, hopefully make it a little bit more uniform. Because I can use either here, I can use this one. I'll probably only go to there. I can probably use that one or this one because I'm following the sap here. Or I could take that off there, leaving a bit for dieback, and it's still hitting that and that. Probably I'll do that because it makes a nicer crown there. We're not really needing that, so I'll leave enough for that to die back there. That'll be okay. That could probably go a bit shorter. That's your rework vine. Yeah.
Cane pruning. Reworked
Yeah,
cane
rework
pruning.
cane pruning, yes.